Do you often find yourself overwhelmed by your surroundings? In today's bustling world, it's not uncommon. Now picture this: a heightened sense of awareness, feeling things more deeply, and a keen perception of subtle changes. These are just a few of the 13 unique challenges that highly sensitive individuals face on a daily basis. From emotional overwhelm to sensory overload, we're going to delve into these issues one by one. If you've ever felt this way, you might be a highly sensitive person. Problem number 1, sensory overload. This is a common issue for highly sensitive people. They often find themselves overwhelmed by their surroundings, whether it be a crowded room, loud noises, or even strong smells. Everything seems dialed up, and it can be incredibly draining to process it all. Next, we have problem number 2, difficulty with decision making. Highly sensitive people tend to weigh all possible outcomes before making a decision. This can be beneficial, but often it leads to stress and indecision. The fear of making the wrong choice can be paralyzing. And finally, problem number 3, a heightened emotional response. Highly sensitive people feel emotions deeply. Happiness can feel like euphoria, but sadness can be devastating. They also tend to empathize heavily with others, which can be emotionally taxing. These problems can often make daily life challenging for highly sensitive people. Problem number 4, overthinking. Highly sensitive people often find themselves caught up in a whirlwind of thoughts, dissecting every interaction, every word spoken, and every gesture made. This can lead to a state of mental paralysis where making decisions becomes a Herculean task. Moving on to problem number 5, exhaustion from socializing. Social events, while enjoyable for many, can feel draining for highly sensitive individuals. The constant sensory input and the need to navigate complex social dynamics can be physically and mentally taxing, leading to a deep sense of fatigue. Lastly, let's discuss problem number 6, a strong reaction to criticism. Criticism, even when constructive, can feel like a personal attack to a highly sensitive person. This heightened emotional response can make it difficult to accept feedback and grow from it. These issues can lead to feelings of isolation or misunderstanding. But remember, sensitivity is not a flaw. It's a unique characteristic that brings depth, empathy, and understanding to the world. Problem number 7, easily overwhelmed. Highly sensitive individuals often find themselves swamped by the simplest of tasks. The world can seem like a chaotic whirlpool, pulling them in all directions. Moving on to problem number 8, a profound connection with nature. This can be both a blessing and a curse, as the beauty and harsh realities of nature can deeply affect them. Lastly, problem number 9, sensitivity to caffeine or medications. A cup of joe or a simple pill can send their systems into overdrive. These problems can often make the world seem intense and overwhelming. Problem number 10, difficulty watching violent or sad films. Highly sensitive people often struggle with intense scenes, their empathy dial turned way up. 11th on our list is being deeply moved by art or music. A simple melody or brushstroke can stir profound emotions. Next up, a strong desire for alone time. Recharging in solitude is key. Lastly, a tendency to avoid conflict. Confrontations can be overstimulating. These issues can often make it difficult for highly sensitive people to navigate social situations. In conclusion, being highly sensitive can present unique challenges, from the overwhelming nature of loud environments and bright lights to the emotional roller coaster of everyday interactions. These 13 problems paint a vivid picture of life as a highly sensitive person. This sensitivity can lead to exhaustion, anxiety, and a deep feeling of being out of sync with the world. However, it also opens doors to profound empathy, creativity, and a rich inner life. But with understanding and support, highly sensitive people can thrive in their own unique way